Guys, just a quick update video here. I've been trying to post them every week for y'all, so this is what I've been doing. I haven't done a whole lot this week just because, unfortunately, I'm waiting on some parts. So, but I did get a few things done, so I'll go over that real quick. First and foremost, I got new hardware put on here for the fan shroud. These I was able to get from my local. These are acorn nuts with, nylon on them. I was able to get these from my local hardware store. I got the bolts from DMC Houston, just so I know I had the right size and everything. So, stainless steel washers, so that should all be nice and set up. Everything's not left on here are the two on the top, which use the support brackets. But as you can see, mine are a little nasty and grody, so I actually ordered a set from TPI in stainless steel, so I never have to worry about them again. And, yeah, so that's almost done there. Cleaned up the shroud a little bit. As you can see, it's a little shinier and everything, but like I said, I could have replaced it, but I didn't really see the need. It's functional. You're not going to see it, so it doesn't really matter. Next up on the agenda is I cleaned up the top of the fuel system, well, I guess you could call it the fuel system, intake system here. Cleaned up all that there and cleaned up all this stuff. Put my new stainless steel bracket here on, and I've been screwing with this, but I don't think I can actually adjust this until I have it in the car. But it does click like it's supposed to, so hopefully that's right. I did put a new gasket, as you can see, on here. I still need to torque these. I haven't torqued them quite yet. I'm waiting to do that till I get in the car. This was used. I bought this. This is that vacuum solenoid. I bought that used from Josh Q, and mine was probably working, but his was in a little bit better shape than mine. I do have all the old parts, though. I saved all of them, just in case I need any of them. Just not a bad idea to have spares. So, next big thing is the water pump. So, I showed you guys this last time a little bit, but I'm going to go over it one more time here. So, let me take a seat so I can show you what I'm talking about. So, this is a Volvo water pump, in the fact that it has the screw holes instead of just the press-on pulley. Mine are misaligned. I'm going to have to do something with this because when I pressed it on, it's tight. It's a tight fit, but unfortunately, it's not lining up. And unfortunately, there's no way to actually turn the pulley to get the screws lined up right. So I'm going to have to do something with that. I don't know what yet. I got a couple of buddies at work that want to try some stuff. But this is actually from Delorean. This is the European club, Delorean club, I believe. But anyway, this is designed specifically for the Volvos. And that way you can, use a Volvo. This pump came from AutoZone. So hopefully, like I said before, if it works, I'm saving myself about $200. If it doesn't work, I'm only at about 60, 70 bucks or something like that. So, don't see why it wouldn't. Anyway, here's a couple of things, though. The old water pump, which is right here, this was done last year. It unfortunately started to weep last year, and so it's done. Pulley on it's so-so. But here's the problem. So you have your thermo time switch, which is right here, okay, and these ain't cheap. These are like, fuck me, they're like anywhere between 140 to like 175 bucks. And I didn't really have any cold start issues last year, so hopefully this doesn't need to be replaced. I don't think it does, but irregardless, it ain't freaking cheap. So anyway, I cleaned that up, and that usually sits right there. So you're gonna have to switch this over, and it's this is a big nut. I think I used a 22 millimeter to get it off deep well, so that'll get switched over to here. And then the one thing that I have to figure out is this here. This is a plug. And as you can see, it does not exist up here. So I'm going to have to plug that. I was going to reuse the plug. The only problem is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I cleaned all that up, and it is just not happening. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that out. So I'm going to have to put a new one on. So I'm pretty sure I have the thread and everything else. There's a couple of guys online. I was reading about the plug to do it, so I'll probably have to find one or order one. But that's basically where we're at, guys. That's really all I've done this week. Oh, real quick, just to show you. I guess you could call this a how-to video if you want. I could take a few minutes to do it, but it switched out the ignition coil. Now this is a brand new. This is the same coil that came on the car. It's just that it's brand new. You don't have to have the blue one. I thought like they had to be blue. Well, that's not right either. So I got mine off eBay for like 45 bucks. Not a bad deal. And yeah, comes with the new bracket to install it on. These are just 13 millimeter bolts to just stick a socket on there on both sides and get that off, and goes right back in. And then just hooked up the new the male leads, or the female leads, sorry, for the connections, and I just hooked them back up there like that. Now, what's funny is I actually ordered new ones from DMC because I figured, oh, well, they're like 12 cents a piece. So the problem is, let me find it here. Got parts everywhere. Parts everywhere. Here's the one from DMC. And as you can see, it's kind of funky looking, so I'm not exactly sure like if that came on a later car or if that's an earlier car or what. I'm not sure, but that's not what mine had on it. So I just switched over the one that was on mine from the old coil to the new one. So I'll keep that just in case I need a spare or something. I'm sure it probably works the same way. I just think it's funny because mine's not like that. So, and mine's an 83, so I can't imagine that that wouldn't be what they were using at the end. New parts. As we talked about last video, this thing's fucked. So I got a new one from DMC Houston. That one's up here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. So, yeah, look at that. Oh, nice and pretty. So, that's what we're going to switch it out. I could have switched it out with the stainless steel one from Harvey, but unfortunately, I'm not really big on Harvey's. Not really big on Harvey right now. He actually kind of pissed me off a little bit ago, but that's a story for a different day. So I'm not going to really worry about it. I got new bushings for the lower control arms. Those will have to go in there when I install those. So, yeah, like I said, guys, moving along. Slowly but surely. Just trying to get it all going. I also bought a new ignition coil wire just because I figured why wouldn't you want to do that, just to make sure it works well. So I didn't want any issues when I go to fire this bitch back up. I want it to just freaking run the way it's supposed to run. So that's kind of where I'm at with this right now. But anyway, so like I said, that's basically what I've been doing, and everything seems to be going pretty well so far, for the most part. Just want to make sure I keep you guys updated. So anyway, I got a whole bunch of new hardware. Like I said, I got these, I got a bunch of stuff. So I did get a new set of resistors, but I don't know if I'm going to use it yet or not. Mine are in pretty good shape, so I might just clean those up and just keep mine as a spare that I bought. They were like 10 bucks. So, but yeah, like I said, guys, that's where I'm at. That's all it's really been going down. So I will give you guys another update as soon as I get more work done. So hopefully we'll get some more parts here in the next week or so and start putting this all back together so we can get it running. Well, it's getting nice quick, and I'd be lying if I said I'm not itching to, you know, get my car, so drive my car. So until next video, guys, see ya.